Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. This I where do we start? Marilyn Mosby. She is the prosecutor that helped. Remember the police officers? Helped them help prosecute the ones in the death of Freddie Gray. hmm She did something that a lot of people did during the pandemic. Not illegal. Listen to this interview with Joy Reid. What is happening to her now? I want to know this story needs to get out. And we need to share this. Where are the protests? Listen to what she's facing now. A maximum of 40 years in prison. So this is Marilyn Mosby on the readout. Here we go. The few black state attorneys, Marilyn Mosby took a number of political risks during her 8-year tenure. She moved to decriminalize sex work and marijuana. She established programs to provide nonviolent drug offenders with alternatives to incarceration, and even started one of the country's only youth and prevention departments. But it wasn't until after her push to prosecute the officers who killed Freddie Gray that she found herself on the other side of the courtroom, convicted of fraud for withdrawing funds from her own Baltimore deferred compensation retirement account, something 739 other city employees, including 3 people who worked in the same agency as Attorney Mosby, did during the pandemic. Yet she was the only one prosecuted and now faces up to 40 years in prison. Marilyn Mosby joins me now. I guess the first most obvious question is, how are you doing? This must have hit you like a Mack truck.
I mean, first and foremost, I'm blessed. And so thank you for having me on. Yeah, it's still an incredibly sobering moment, right? I've done absolutely nothing wrong, nothing illegal, nothing criminal.
This was your money. Was there any public money involved in this transaction?
No, absolutely not. This was not, despite how I've been vilified, when the gag order was in place and I was unable to defend myself. It's just not PPP loans. This is not a COVID relief funding. This was the money that I was putting away every 2 weeks in a retirement savings account. And I was advised I could withdraw from this fund. There was, the person that testified, the government witness, got on the stand and said all I needed to do was suffer a $50 adversity.
Right.
And I had more than a $50 adversity as a result of COVID. So I didn't even take the stand. Right. Once that came out, right? And it's like, obviously, I'm not going to be convicted. I know that this was politically targeted, and it was sobering.
Talk about this, because you do say that you've been targeted, and why do you think that happened? Because the thing that changed between you indicting those officers in the Freddie Gray case and this is the president changed, the Justice Department changed, and Leo Wise got a lot more power. Talk about that a little bit.
So, I mean, I think that you've kind of touched upon all of it, right? Like when you look at the policies that were being implemented, not only did President Trump say I need to prosecute myself, but 2 months after, Larry Krasner from Philadelphia, and I called him out in the Washington Post, they started this investigation.
And who was Larry Krasner?
Larry Krasner is a Philadelphia district attorney.
Right. And so there is a sense, I think a lot of people would be shocked that, the Murdoch, the guy who allegedly killed his son, is facing 40 years. They're trying to sentence you to 40 years. The sentencing is on the 23rd of May.
It is.
What do you want to see happen? I know there's a petition asking President Biden to pardon you. Is that what you want?
I mean, I think that that's appropriate. I mean, I think I don't believe that I know that I've done absolutely nothing wrong, nothing criminal, and to be separated from my children for 40 years as a result of withdrawing $90,000 of my own money, it just makes absolutely no sense. It's illogical. And so, I want the people that I fought for. I fought so hard, first generation college student. They're trying to take my law license, as in an emergency petition, an unprecedented move. I want this justice system that I fought so hard to equalize and to balance the scales of justice, where the business model is based off the backs of Black and brown people, for the people that I fought for to understand and recognize that I need them to fight for me, not because it's Marilyn Mosby, but because something like this goes beyond Marilyn Mosby.
So she fought to indict the officers in the death of Freddie Gray. And I believe that's probably what the deal is. Trying to teach her a lesson. This is why I say it just blows my mind. I know people like popcorn knowledge. That's the problem. That's the issue. People will watch you and watch you and watch you. We think, oh, that happened last week and that's all over. No, it's not over. The thinking process has to change for a lot of our people. The ones in control that's running stuff, they will watch you and watch you until they found something. Guess what? Learn. I've been going through a hell of a lot myself. That's why I've been, it's crazy. But guess what? I've been busy doing research. And that's how I learned, putting my business out here. That's people that are very, very rich, all of a sudden, someone is trying to take from me, but it's not going to go down like that. Because guess what? I'm watching too. Right now, I'm fighting for something that's legally mine. Somebody that's rich, so you think you're going to steal, you're not. So guess what? I'm watching too. I'm watching so much and doing research. They have no idea. We don't pull something out there in the air. Hello, surprise. Thinking I'm slow. Thinking maybe I'm not as smart. Next thing you know, I get an email. You are dead to me. Fine, because I know what's going to happen. You finna come off that money. That's rightfully mine. Why? I've been around people that have way more than me. I know how to get acclimated. I try to look at things from just one of those. No. I'm watching too. I've been watching. I don't just run my mouth on it. I've been standing back watching. Now the person knows, guess what? Oh, yeah. We got a hell of a uh-oh. Watching. Not just when I'm good. I've been standing back watching. Hmm. If I hadn't been watching, might be facing defeat. But not today. I guess we'll have a little box up. Phone been ringing with the lawyers. More money than what I thought, trying to take from little me. Like I said, I've been watching. A lot of times things get so serious, we don't want to deal with that. Oh, that's the heck. I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with all of that. We think stuff is going on. Your enemy thinks differently. So stop and think. They've been watching this woman, keeping up with her what? Trying to find something to what? Bring her down, obviously. Other people, they say, took the loans out. They didn't get in trouble. They're not prosecuted. Why would they single her out? Because she's the one trying to help get the indictment. Freddie Gray and his death.
That she found herself on the other side of the courtroom, convicted of fraud for withdrawing funds from her own Baltimore deferred compensation retirement account.
So they were facing 40 years, a maximum, for taking money out of her, not stealing money like Madoff did, out of her own retirement account. No. I think it's called payback.
That she found herself on the other side of the courtroom, convicted of fraud for withdrawing funds from her own Baltimore deferred compensation retirement account, something 739 other city employees, including 3 people who worked in the same agency as Attorney Mosby, did during the pandemic.
Oh, but she's the only one that they singled out. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder, out of all those people, I wonder why. This is what is it called? A term, selective prosecution. Well, get everybody. It's not this is crazy. How'd you get indicted? $50, a $50 disadvantage or deficit loss during the pandemic. People weren't working, coming into the office.
Yet she was the only one prosecuted and now faces up to 40 years in prison. Marilyn Mosby joins me now. I guess the first most obvious question is, how are you doing? This must have hit you like a Mack truck. I mean, first and foremost, I'm blessed. And so thank you for having me on. Yeah, it's still an incredibly sobering moment, right? I've done absolutely nothing wrong, nothing illegal, nothing criminal. This was your money. Was there any public money involved in this transaction? No, absolutely not. This was not, despite how I've been vilified, when the gag order was in place and I was unable to defend myself. It's just not PPP loans. This is not a COVID relief funding. This was the money that I was putting away every 2 weeks.
So it was her own money. Over 700 other people have done it. They're not being indicted. They're not facing any prison time. But she is. Maybe because she was the one fighting to indict those officers. She drew money from her Baltimore Deferred Compensation Retirement Account. That's crazy.
And a retirement savings account. And I was advised I could withdraw from this fund. There was, the person that testified, the government witness, got on the stand and said all I needed to do was suffer a $50 adversity. Right. And I had
now $50 adversity. So a government witness on the stand. If you notice, in all other cases, think about it. In all other cases, man, a government witness, the alphabet boys use a government witness, and that pretty much seals the deal. Think about it. The alphabet boys, man, they use government witnesses all the time. However, I guess it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. Now they want to sentence the woman to 40 years. May 23rd is going to be the date. I can't believe this. This right here, it is definitely politically motivated. Biden needs to go ahead and step in.
About this, because you do say that you've been targeted, and why do you think that happened? Because the thing that changed between you indicting those officers in the Freddie Gray case and this is the president.
Now that's exactly right there. Indicting those officers in the Freddie Gray case. What differentiates her from the other 700 people that took money out of that same account, their retirement account? What differentiates her from those other people that took money out of
and
their
why
account?
Do you think that happened? Because the thing that changed between you indicting those officers in the Freddie Gray case.
That's it right there. Think about it. Out of all those people that did the very same thing that she did, what's the issue? Indicting those officers in the Freddie Gray case. That has to be the issue. Payback. Now, my thing is, that was a black man killed in the custody of the police. What a protest. This is the part that makes me mad. A lot of our people, we're not going to watch this show. We don't want to get involved or nothing like that. But see, this is what happens. This here is total BS. But this is also what happens in the community when black women that stand up, you get in trouble. You find yourself on your own. There is a petition. We need to go ahead and get that petition signed today against Sherrod. This is absolutely ridiculous. So when is the community going to stand up for her? That's what I want to know. When is the community going to stand up for her? Where are the black men? So you won't be the next Freddie Gray. Where are the black men? Where are the protests? Why are we in the streets? May 23rd. Today is May 2nd. To President Joe Biden, a pardon for attorney Marilyn Mosby. She's done nothing wrong. The state, they got murderers on the street, assault, rapist on the street. But they want to give her 40 years. Why? Oh, and don't forget, they want to also take away her law license too. Oh, they want to strip her down. Why? Because she fought against those officers. She fought against the system. She didn't get in there and decide, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play Tom Meadow. Well, that's okay. Black men, where are you all for this lady? Because Freddie Gray was a black, not a black woman. Don't tell me everybody's busy working. This right here is unacceptable. Oh my God, this is just crazy. 40 years. I think it's payback for her indicting those officers. That's what I think. It's payback. It has to be. But what I want to know, you know how the community gets in uproar when it's a black man? Oh, they shouldn't be doing that to him. When things like this happen, where are they for the black women? Can somebody please tell me? Where is the community for the black women? Where is the for this black woman? Where is the outrage? She simply did her job. Do a reversal. Make Freddie Gray a white man and some black officers, and you see what happened. Of course, they would have prosecuted. This is crazy. So I want to share this with you. I want to also let the ladies know this is what happens when you fight for this for this community. The powers that be, man, they can come after you. And then the worst thing is, where is the support? I'm gonna try and find the petition and put the link down there. If you already have it, please share it. We have got to sign this petition. This is ridiculous. This is 700 other people took out the same. This is out of their own money. Want to give her 40 years and take her law license. They want to destroy her. Again, the community. I'm not seeing outrage on YouTube. We'll be more concerned about a fight. That'll go viral. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting over some new dance. That'll go viral. But this, it won't go viral. This is what happens, black women, when you stand up for your own, stand up for the community. The powers that be will come after you. They stick together. This group won't. This is crazy. She suffered a physical adversity. Of course, the pandemic thing, 700. And the fact that this is being allowed. So, since Biden got the black woman vote, I'm going to need Biden to do something. To pardon. This is ridiculous. Since he got the black woman vote, I believe over 90%. This sounds like selective prosecution to me. This sounds like payback. It enrages me so. Oh my gosh. But see, I keep telling you, popcorn knowledge, the enemy, while we sit up here, we just let stuff going on, no, always watching, trying to find a way to get you, keeping up with you. And when they see a moment to strike, this is what they do. Where's the outrage in the community? Anyway, I'm done. I just had to stop. I'm late for my jog before the bell opens. I just said forget the rest of the videos. When I saw this, we got to get this out. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. We have to support her, attorney Marilyn Mosby. We have got to support her. They put a petition out to President Joe Biden. Again, Biden got the black woman's vote. We need his support in this. You got This is unreal. This is crazy. It's like lunacy. But oh my gosh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out. I cannot believe this mess.